Okay. So, I've spoken in the past about like skincare and my skincare journey. Um and I'm not ashamed of how old I am. I am in my 30s. I just hit my chapter 32, so props to me. Um Although there are more lessons to be learned in your 30s, I'm still enjoying them more than my 20s. Um so So, one thing, even as a woman in their 30s, I am still very self conscious about my skin. And I've always been the type to like to dress up. I like wearing heels. I like colors and trying different fun styles. But I've always been very self conscious about my skin because ever since I was a teenager, I've always had acne issues more than anyone in my family. My mom used to have them a lot up until she was an adult as well. And granted, I would not have chosen to still be a 30-year-old working on getting rid of acne, but I'm not in charge of that decision necessarily, only to a certain point. But I did get more serious about finding a solution. Once I hit like 29, 30, I was like, I have to work on something. I have to find a system. It's not just about I drink a lot of water. I don't eat a lot of sugar. I try not to eat a lot of fried foods or greasy foods. And for me, it might clear up some, but it really never goes away. I don't think I remember a time where I didn't have any acne, or maybe I don't have any like pimples, but I always have like dark spots. So it's never like I'm great. It's just better than other days. But I say all of that to say this, that I'm still working on that skincare journey. I made a video a few weeks ago about how I went to the Aesthetician. I'm still saying Aesthetician because that's just how I say Aesthetician. So, and there is a difference between an Aesthetician and an esthetician. See, I know the word. Took me a second. Where an esthetician is someone who's like just your regular salon where you can go and get facials. Whereas an esthetician is kind of a little bit more medically backed, a medical beauty expert. So, so I have been meeting with an esthetician, not an esthetician. Um, and of course, I told you guys about that expensive ass cream. It was $100 and something. I'm still using that, like I said I was going to. And that is like retinol based, I guess, which is very important, I'm told, for the skin. I mean, I could have found a cheaper alternative. I did find out later, which I will be doing the next time. But because I am serious, I'm not going to take it as such an like a bad thing because fortunately, and I'm not balling, I certainly ain't got money, but at the time I could afford it. And it's an investment in something that I feel is important to me, at least right now, because of what my struggle with acne is. And so, if I hope I'm saying this correctly, when it comes to retinol is the thing that helps rejuvenate like every night. Like this cream helps produce healthy new cells. That's what helps make you look younger. I'm not doing it so much to look younger because I swear I'm going to look 19, 20 forever. But so I use that. I'm using several different creams. I got a different face wash. I usually use like Burt's Bees, like their acne solution, which does work. But I've kind of combined that with the one that the esthetician also suggested, which I could find in my local Target. I've also seen it at CVS yesterday. Um, so with all of that going on, that's not the end of my journey. I actually made this video to kind of just bring you guys up to speed on what else I'm doing right now besides still drinking water. I'm still trying to detox. I can put all of these things on my skin, but there is it's not just external things you touch. It's not just oils, or it is oils. I mean, that's part of, I have a dry face and a shiny and an oily face. I don't really know. My face don't know what it wants to do. But there is also, I feel like, things I can be doing better inside to create the beauty outside as well. So that's why I try to focus on apple cider vinegars. I try to focus on detoxes, try to focus on Um, oh, I'm nervous about trying this one, but I found something online. It's aloe vera. It's aloe vera. There's ginger. Ugh, there's lime. There's something else. Is it pineapple? It might be pineapple. So lots of hydration. Ginger's just good. It's not just that one is more, it's for hair growth. Well, aloe vera helps with hair growth, or at least I'm told. Um, it's for hydration, it's for detox, it's for all of those things. And I'm trying to not only focus on my skin, I'm also trying to focus on my overall um health and well-being and things like that. I'm trying to work on my hair journey, on hair growth. Um and so that obviously involves things you put in your body. Did you know apparently that like mangoes, things I already eat too, aloe vera, I don't really eat aloe vera. I've put it in my hair before. I'm working on that. But there's a couple other things. I mean, this isn't a tutorial for that. Those things are also good for like hair growth. So I've been trying to emphasize and like I've been doing smoothies. I've been putting the things you're supposed to be putting in for hair growth, for detoxing your system, for clearing your skin in my smoothies, and or just eating the fruit itself. You know, I'm not going to eat an aloe vera plant, and I certainly ain't going to just eat no ginger. I have to sneak that one on myself as well because I just can't. It's very strong. Anyway, back to the point I haven't gotten to 6 minutes later. Um, Yesterday, and I actually really do like the Aesthetician's office that I go to here in Newport News. And I mean, it helps that they're like, we won an award. Hampton Roads recognized us. You know, that makes me feel like it's pretty legit anyway. And I don't want to talk about how much money I paid once again, because I know that's not everybody's story. I did, you know, had to set aside this money, create an allowance, set aside this money to do this, and I will keep doing it for as long as I feel like it's working. Because maybe today is just a good skin day. Like I don't know if I'm seeing a difference already, but yesterday I had a chemical peel done on top of the things I'm already doing. But the chemical peel, the idea I had in my mind is Samantha from Sex and the City at like Carrie's book launch party. Like I thought I was gonna look like meat tenderizer. That was a fear of mine. So I guess the point on that line of thinking, do your homework, ask the questions. You know, the consultation was free. Um, I do not look like meat tenderizer. I did not leave looking like meat tenderizer. And a chemical peel is she just put maybe 3 solutions on my face with maybe like a cotton swab and went over it. And the most that it was tingling. For anybody who does have like acne or who has had it did not burn or anything at all. It was a tingle, maybe it got a little uncomfortable after the second or third, but it wasn't even it was uncomfortable, not unpleasant. Like, I guess that's a way to describe it. On a pain scale, it was a 2.5, maybe 3. Anybody who has had acne and has tried different solutions, like back in the day, I remember I tried Oxy-10. I wonder if they still make that. And that one kind of burns. So, like, if you're used to things like that, it's on that same scale. It's not as far gone as like Oxy-10 when it used to burn back in the day on those fresh pimples, but it has that familiar tingle like in the beginning that for me, like, so I was like, okay, so I've felt this tingle before. This isn't a new one for me. So 3 different solutions. I really cannot even tell you what the solutions are, but the solutions, like in 3 coats. So we went over 3 times with 3 different solutions on a cotton swab. I was probably in and out within 15-20 minutes. Probably stayed longer because I was chit-chatting with her and she seems cool. And she gets chemical peels herself. She's an esthetician who has to deal with, as an adult in her 30s as well. I mean, she looks young. You know, active acne and breakouts. And and I guess the most that is supposed to happen, especially maybe since I took it really well, is dryness. So my skin will be, in the peeling part, is just dry skin. Well, and for me, that's not even super uncommon because my skin gets really dry. Like as the pimples are drying out, like I'm used to dry skin or try a little flaky every so often. So it may be ugly. I mean, this is mostly because I'm going to start like a document for the next 10 days approximately while it's happening, because I won't really see any peeling happening probably for another 24 to 48 hours, I was told. So that means I also can't be wearing that much makeup, but maybe, like I said, because of today, I have been drinking a lot more water. I took some vitamins yesterday, like my apple cider vinegar. I'm getting back into those. Or I do take a shot of apple cider vinegar. It's disgusting. Either way. Today, my skin looks pretty good. It's all about moisturizing as the skin is peeling, because it's peeling down at least a lot of the active, high, elevated pimples, and the dark spots will start fading as well. And this is a process that I'll probably be doing for the next, like outside of this month, maybe another 2 more months. After that, it's something quarterly or as needed if I choose to, depending on which I think I will. Because I'm not going into the next year still fighting the battles that I was fighting at 16, because that makes no sense to me. And I don't like the idea of spending the amount of money I spent on it. You have to shop around for the best price. So I do think I got a really good price, because other places think they're going to charge me $175. And I really don't know who you think I am or what kind of money you think I am. Like I have. I drive a Hyundai. So no. So yeah, that's a thing. Let me think. I think that's mostly it. So today's day 1. You can see the dark spots, but they look really light today. As I'm sitting in front of the window, so the shade and lighting keep changing. You can see some elevated pimples. I've always wanted to be that person who just wakes up in the morning, and it's not that your skin is perfect, but it's just, you just wake up beautiful like that. And you could just leave the house. And you don't have to like feel self-conscious. I mean, granted, if you catch me in the gym, I ain't trying to be cute. There are times I'm out the house and I'm just like, I ain't come out to be cute for y'all. But for me, it's something for me that would make me feel good while I'm working on the inside parts as well. The detox, the health, the wellness, mental wellness, all of that, working on all aspects of my life. And this is just something small and visual, but for me, it's a big thing. And while I'm working on all these things, I want to take care of this too. I'm trying to create a life for myself that leaves me happy and with very little regrets. And so, as silly as this little stupid thing is, that is one of those things. I have a meeting today I'm really excited about. It could be a really big meeting. It's a big meeting for me, and I'm manifesting and praying that good things come from it. I do think that they will come from it. I am positive enough for that, but I don't want to get too cocky. We'll talk about that later. That's kind of what I mentioned the other day as well. So outside of that, anything else I want to touch on? That happened yesterday. So today will be like 24-hour mark. Still got 2 cats. They're getting on my damn nerves. Brothers, they run around. Freaky foot fetish. I got me an iced coffee this morning. You have to watch what you're putting in your body. Could be dairy too, she said. And I don't do a lot of dairy, but I do drink like coffee when I'm out that already has like pre-made creamers and whatever based creamer. And I eat pizza, and that's greasy sometimes. And the cheese is weird, you know? And so those things can flare it up. And that might even be a conversation for a dietitian, but I don't know if I can afford all that. You know, these are too many appointments. I just pay for therapy out of pocket. Well, a decent amount out of pocket. And so, yeah, I'm going to be my own dietitian. I'll just YouTube it. Let me think. Anything else? This is mostly about skincare. I can't wear makeup or do any aggressive rubbing on my face for the next few days. It's the fall time, no direct sunlight. It's gonna be pretty much cloudy and rainy the rest of the week. She said wash your face with your hands. So wash your hands, then wash your face, then I wash my hands again, because the chemicals or whatever it is, the solutions, I don't like going around and touching things afterwards. And no makeup, and I'm not ugly. I mean, so I could be okay with no makeup. But you know, there are times where I might want to be more presentable if I'm going somewhere. I thought I was going to go out and meet a friend for drinks this weekend, but I guess it depends, because the peeling is supposed to last for 2 to 5 days. If it lasts like 2 to 4 days, because today's Tuesday, but if it doesn't start, until tomorrow, Wednesday. Let's say it's on the 2 to 3 day scale. Then I might be able to meet this friend for drinks. I'm super excited about. I've met her before, but for me, this will be our first one-on-one, and I think we have a lot to talk about. If not, next weekend's gonna be super busy. Next weekend, a friend of mine has a stand at the Richmond Farmers Market, so I'll be going there. There's also a drag brunch I'm going to in Richmond. This will be my second one, and I loved it. And I actually made friends with some of the queens there, some of the ladies. And so, and the food's always good, so it kind of checks a lot of boxes for me. And then I think I have a kid's birthday party to go to because I'm a mom. Not because I'm a mom, it's my friend's kids. So I'll be there as well. So, oh, and a nail appointment because I've broken 2 nails, 3 nails, 3 nails now, 3 nails. Eyebrow appointment. Can't get my eyebrows done. No trauma, nothing harsh on the skin. And a wax is very harsh. I will peel, like I will rip off my skin. It'll rip off. It'll rip off. Then I will look like Samantha, like meat tenderizer, like your face looking like raw meat. And that's not what we want, people. So yeah. And if you're wondering how I'm doing, and this is a question my therapist asked me, this is why I love her, because my other therapist would check in, but this therapist asks questions in a different way. First question she asked me is, how am I doing? But she said, how are you doing physically and how are you doing emotionally? Physically, I've mentioned I'm trying to gain weight. I've lost a lot of weight. Sorry, I'm stretching too. I'm trying to gain weight. And I'm not bad looking. Someone asked me if I wanted to model the other day. It was a woman. So I felt a little safer, but at the same time, I was like, look at me getting propositioned for new jobs because I have to figure out how to make money now because my life now, if you want to know if I'm okay. So there's that. So I guess the new skinny me is attracting, certain type of new energy. And I've gotten some compliments, so I guess maybe I'm starting to pull off skinny well. I just wish a little bit more meat maybe was in my face and in my hips and butt personally. I just like a little bit more meat. Just a little bit. I don't need a lot, just a little, just some. Just like to look good in my jeans, and I just can't. I'm doing my squats and I'm walking/running, but until then. And emotionally better than I was the last time I met with her, but highs and lows is pretty much how I describe it. And to be honest, I'm like moving past a lot of the people I think that were originally around me, which I think is really good too. Because they will still be left here in whatever mindset that I guess they last saw me in. So I really don't take a lot of things that are said and done personally at this point either, because at this point I've been around enough to know, like, seen character reveals. And so you continuing to maneuver this way is part of the character you've already revealed. So now it's not even a surprise. It doesn't hurt. And the funny thing is, I only tell you what I want you to know. And the thing about that is, that means you know nothing, because now I know who you are. So when you think you're saying things about me or being petty or posting things online, you're talking about a version of me that no longer exists, which I love. It's actually funny. It's very ignorant. I guess you have nothing else to do but talk about a version of me you knew maybe even a few weeks ago. And I'm not saying that's forever and I'm a whole different person, but I'm just saying you haven't seen how I've dealt with my emotions. So don't say I'm avoiding emotions. You don't know whether I'm talking to a therapist or not, because I haven't told you that. You don't know. You don't know what I do. So when you make a long, vague post, that's okay. I'm glad you had enough time to still talk about me. But you are knocking on a door to a house that I no longer reside in. And that makes you look foolish. It's very ignorant. Because you think I still live there. And you would know that if you checked in. Or if I told you those things. But you don't. So enjoy your day. I look forward to, like I said, moving forward in my new life. And if I see you in the grocery store, I really don't even have any hard feelings. I just don't I feel nothing. And not necessarily in a toxic, bad kind of way. I'm really happy with the places and the way my life is going right now. I'm working on a lot of things, and there are a lot of hard moments and a lot of difficult conversations and it's really stressful still. But I can see all the good that I'm doing and how it's paying off for where I want to be. The space and the freedom and the life I am designing for myself right now. And that brings me joy because I can almost see myself in this space now where this freedom exists and this happiness. That's how close I am. And that brings me joy. Speaking of, it's been 20 minutes. I really don't know who would watch this video, but it's just to catch you guys up. I guess my life has been very busy lately, and I would like to tell you more information, and maybe one day I'll try to give as much as I can, but not today. I don't know how to do all of that yet. Maybe I'll write a book. Who knows? I'm just being silly. But I'll keep checking in. Maybe I'll get braces. No, I love my gap. I do want it a little smaller, though. That's not a priority right now. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Today is Tuesday. We're getting closer to the weekend. I guess that's the only thing I can say. It's not Monday. I still want it to be a great week. I still don't want anybody bringing anybody down. I want you to keep on growing, keep on learning to love yourself, keep on becoming stronger, keep on blocking out the haters. I know it's easier said than done. It takes a minute, but remember, don't let them hurt you twice. Once you learn someone, then you know, I'm not gonna say you know them, but you've seen how they maneuver, so you can maneuver differently. And for me, I had to be hurt after I let myself be vulnerable with a lot of these people. And in that way, that's how I allowed myself to be hurt, because when you open yourself up, you have to let in the good, and there's a possibility of bad. And it hurt, and it was hard, and I was low, and I felt all the depression. I felt all of it, the struggles, the crying, the not wanting to do anything. But as I'm becoming stronger and I'm remembering myself and I'm wiser, I am now in control of these interactions with these people and how much control I now give them. And it's not that I don't care about these people. I still love, when I look back on my relationship with these people, yes, it's damaged and I don't really see that same type of future. But when I look back, I still look back on love with like the friends, except for that person who hurt me recently. I don't feel that way about you. I don't. Yeah, if I saw him, I'd probably still punch him in the face. Anywho, and there's parts of me that wants to be a mean person, but I'm trying not to give into that, because the best thing I can do is be happy and do everything I said I was going to do. And you will be miserable in the life you chose to run back to. And you'll have to watch me be great and go home and be miserable. We could have been great together. That's fucked up, right? It is fucked up. Anywho, that's just the bad part of me, bad thoughts. But like I said, I'm in therapy, so I'm going to pull that back in. Anyway, people, got my exercise clothes on. I did a lap around the track this morning after I dropped my son off, and we're 24 minutes in, so I really am ending this. I'll keep checking in and updating you guys on my skincare journey. I'm planning on getting this finished up very soon, and I was going to get a tattoo, and I still am going to get a tattoo, but now I think I'm going to change it, and maybe I'll get 2 tattoos very soon, and I will share them with you. Maybe. You'll be able to see them. Maybe. Maybe. Anyway, guys, have a great day. And stay encouraged. Bye.